Only 6 isometric exercises to strengthen your whole body. Do it at home. Have you ever wondered if it's possible to strengthen your entire body, improve your posture, develop endurance and muscle balance, all without using any equipment, without leaving home, and without relying on gyms or fancy machines? The answer is yes, and it lies in isometric exercises. This type of workout is based on holding static positions that generate constant muscle tension without requiring repetitive movements. In other words, instead of lifting and lowering a weight, you simply hold a position that activates your muscles in a deep and intense way. This allows you to build strength and stability with much less impact on the joints, making this approach extremely safe, accessible, and effective. The great advantage of isometric exercises is that they don't rely on space, equipment, or a lot of time. Just a few minutes a day are enough to notice significant gains in body control, muscle tone, joint stability, and even breathing, since breath awareness is a fundamental part of holding these positions. In this complete guide, we'll introduce the 6 best isometric positions that can transform the way you train, presented in order from the most demanding to the most accessible, from number 6 to number 1. But here's the twist: you'll see alternative variations, just as effective as the classic versions, that bring the same results, but with different, more functional stimuli, and in some cases even safer for beginners. The goal is to show that yes, you can build a strong, stable, and balanced body using only your body weight, respecting your limits and progressing in a smart way. We'll start with the most challenging position and work our way step by step to the most accessible ones. Grab your mat, find a quiet space, and discover how isometric training can transform your body and mind. Isometric position number 6, static bow. The static bow is a position that requires strength, stability, and body awareness, serving as an excellent alternative to the traditional Superman exercise. Both share the same goal: to strengthen the posterior chain of the body, especially the lower back, glutes, and hamstrings, areas often neglected in conventional training and greatly affected by a sedentary lifestyle and prolonged sitting. To perform the static bow, lie on your stomach, bend your knees by bringing your heels toward your glutes, and use your hands to grab your ankles. From there, take a deep breath, activate your core and glutes, and begin to lift your chest and thighs off the ground simultaneously, gently pulling your feet with your hands to form an arch with your body. Your gaze should stay slightly forward or downward to keep your neck in a neutral position. The key to this exercise is conscious muscle activation. The movement doesn't come from using your arms to pull your feet, but from actively contracting the glutes and extending the spine. By holding this position for 20 to 30 seconds, you'll deeply activate the spinal erectors, gluteus maximus, and hamstrings, promoting not only muscle strengthening but also increased thoracic flexibility and release of tension built up in the front of the body. Throughout the day, it's common to adopt postures that close the chest and push the head forward. The bow does the exact opposite. It opens the chest, stretches the quadriceps, and strengthens the base of the spine. This position also improves blood circulation in the abdominal area, stimulates internal organs, and aids digestion. Additionally, it's an excellent way to combat chronic back pain, especially that caused by lower back weakness. For beginners, it's ideal to start with 15 to 20 seconds, always respecting your body's limits and avoiding strain on the lower back. As you gain strength and mobility, gradually increase to 30, 40, or even 60 seconds. Breathing should be deep and steady without holding your breath, and your mental focus should remain on actively sustaining the position. Common mistakes include overstraining the neck, holding your breath, pulling too hard on the feet, or relaxing the core, which can overload the lower back. A helpful tip is to imagine trying to lift away from the ground while maintaining the arc with lightness and stability. For those who don't yet have the flexibility to grab their ankles, it's possible to use a resistance band wrapped around the feet to help reach without compromising posture. The static bow can be added at the end of back or leg workouts, or even in mobility and stretching sessions, making it an excellent tool to reverse the effects of a sedentary lifestyle and activate the muscles that support proper posture. With consistency and attention to detail, this position becomes not just an exercise, but a true practice of physical and mental self-care, promoting strength, balance, and awareness on all levels of the body. Isometric position number 5, Triceps isometric chair hold. The triceps isometric chair hold is an excellent alternative to the traditional isometric push-up, especially for those looking to strengthen the upper body, chest, shoulders, triceps, and abs, without needing to lie on the floor or perform push and lift movements. This exercise uses a chair or stable elevated surface as support to keep the body suspended, requiring significant muscle recruitment, especially from the back of the arms, while also intensely working the core. To perform it, sit on the edge of a sturdy chair with your hands placed beside your hips, fingers pointing forward. Slide your hips slightly off the chair, keeping your knees bent at 90 degrees, or your legs extended depending on your level. From this position, slightly bend your elbows and lower your hips until your arms form about a 90-degree angle. Hold this position while keeping your core engaged, shoulders away from your ears, and eyes looking forward. This is the key point of isometrics. There's no movement, only holding. And this is where the magic happens. Keeping the body suspended requires constant triceps activation to support the weight, while the shoulders stabilize the position and the abs prevent the torso from collapsing. A burning sensation in the arms may appear quickly, and that's the exact sign that the muscle fibers are being deeply and effectively engaged. This exercise is especially useful for people who want to tone their arms, improve posture, and increase shoulder girdle stability, essential for tasks such as carrying objects, moving furniture, or even holding a child. For beginners, it's recommended to hold the position for 15 to 20 seconds in 3 sets with 30 to 40 seconds of rest between them. With time and practice, you can increase the hold to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds, always maintaining good movement quality and postural stability. It's important not to let the shoulders rise toward the ears or allow the torso to collapse, as this can cause excessive tension in the neck and lower back. The ideal is to keep the shoulders stabilized down and back, activating the shoulder blades and creating a solid base. Breathing should be intentional. Inhale before starting the exercise and exhale slowly while holding the position, allowing oxygen to circulate and reduce built-up tension. A common mistake is placing the weight on the legs or relaxing the arms, which reduces the effectiveness of the exercise. To avoid this, keep your focus on the triceps and controlling the descent, as if you're holding your body in the air without letting it drop. To increase the challenge, you can fully extend your legs, which shifts more load to the arms, or even rest your heels on another bench, creating a parallel plane to the floor. Another variation is to hold the position closer to the floor, increasing the leverage and making the exercise more demanding for the triceps and core. This type of progression should be done mindfully, respecting your body's adaptation time and avoiding any sharp pain or tingling, especially in the wrists and shoulders. That's why proper joint preparation and postural correction should always come before increasing intensity. The triceps isometric chair hold can be done anywhere, at home, at work, while traveling, and requires no special equipment, just a stable and secure surface. This makes it an excellent choice for those seeking versatility, practicality, and visible results in arm and core strengthening. When done regularly with technical focus, this exercise not only improves the functional strength of the upper limbs, but also contributes to core stability, muscular balance, and a more harmonious body prepared for daily challenges. Isometric position number 4. Static lunge. The static lunge is an excellent alternative to the wall sit, offering an intense and unilateral workout for the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core. By keeping the body in a lunge position, with one knee bent in front and the other behind, not touching the floor, you deeply activate the leg muscles while developing balance, postural control, and knee stability. The torso should remain upright, the core tight, and the shoulders relaxed. Holding this position for 20 to 30 seconds on each side is enough to feel the typical muscle burn of isometric training. The key is to keep the front knee aligned with the heel and the torso stabilized. To progress, simply increase the duration or use light weights in your hands. Practical and functional, the static lunge can be done anywhere and helps not only to strengthen but also to correct imbalances between the sides of the body. Isometric position number 3, load hold. The load hold, known as the farmer's hold, is an excellent alternative to the dead hang exercise. Both practices primarily focus on grip strength, shoulder stability, and core conditioning, but the farmer's hold is more accessible as it doesn't require bars or suspension. You just need 2 weights or heavy objects in hand. To perform it, stand with your feet hip width apart, holding a weight in each hand. These can be dumbbells, water jugs, bags of books, or any safe and symmetrical symmetrical object. Arms should be extended at your sides, with shoulders slightly engaged, as if you were trying to pull them away from your ears. Keep your core tight, chest open, and eyes fixed forward. The goal is to keep your body completely stable, without leaning to either side or letting your arms relax. This position demands intense effort from the forearms, hands, lower trapezius, and core, promoting muscular endurance, functional strength, and postural alignment. For beginners, 20 seconds is a good starting point, gradually increasing to 60 seconds as strength and endurance improve. Breathing should be fluid, avoiding breath holding. A common mistake is allowing the shoulders to shrug, causing neck tension. The secret is to create a firm structure, like a tower, from the inside out, from the feet to the top of the head. This exercise, in addition to being practical, improves performance in movements such as carrying bags, lifting objects, and even maintaining posture while standing for long periods. It can be added at the end of a full body workout or on days focused on grip strength and static endurance. A great variation is walking while holding the weights, known as the farmer's walk, but the fixed isometric version already provides all the essential benefits with safety and simplicity. Isometric position number 2, unilateral isometric bridge. The unilateral isometric bridge is a challenging variation of the traditional bridge, focusing on strengthening the glutes, lower back, hamstrings, and core, while also developing pelvic stability and muscle balance between the sides of the body. Lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, lift your hips until your shoulders, hips, and knees are aligned. Then extend one leg, maintaining alignment and supporting your weight with the opposite leg. Your core should be engaged the entire time, and your hips should stay stable, without tilting or sagging. This position deeply activates the posterior muscles of the supporting leg and improves neuromuscular control. For beginners, 15 to 20 seconds per side is enough for good activation. Over time, you can progress to 30 or 40 seconds. The key is to keep the pelvis level and breathing steady. It can be used as part of glute, lower back, or posture recovery workouts, especially useful for those who spend a lot of time sitting during the day. Isometric position number 1. Isometric plank with variation. The isometric plank is one of the most complete exercises when it comes to activating the core, protecting the lower back, and improving overall posture. Simple in appearance, but powerful in execution, it demands body stability and control of multiple muscle groups at the same time. The basic version involves resting your forearms on the floor, with your elbows aligned under your shoulders, and keeping your body straight from heels to head. The core should be tight, glutes slightly engaged, and breathing controlled. To progress and further challenge the body, simply add variations. Lift one arm or one leg, or switch to the side plank version. These adjustments increase balance demands and engage the deep core muscles more intensely. For beginners, start with 20 seconds. With practice, gradually increase the time to 60 seconds or more, always focusing on maintaining proper posture. The plank is extremely versatile, requires no equipment, and can be done anywhere. With consistency, it strengthens the abdominal muscles, improves spinal alignment, and prepares the body to better handle everyday movements.